This video presents a brief discussion of form in Bartok's Song of the Harvest. While this piece is non-tonal, we can still identify points of repose that act as cadences demarcating each section. After finding the cadences, we may identify sections with similar melodic material. In this instance, tempo markings and dynamics can help us identify the similar sections. Let's look at the first, third, and final sections, which all have the same slow tempo and piano dynamic. Listen to the first section. We will label this section A. Moving on to the second system shown here, we can see that it is related to the first by inversion. The melody that at first appeared in the first violin now appears in the second violin, moving in the opposite direction and at a different pitch level. The material that first appeared in the second violin receives similar treatment. Because of this relationship, we can label this section A'. Now listen for the relationship between the sections. Finally, the last section is like a shortened version of the first section. One may think of it as a coda, but we will label it as A'. Putting the pieces back together, we find that we are left with two sections unlabeled. Now let's look at these unlabeled sections. We can see that the first of these two sections, which comprises two systems here, involves the compositional technique of canon realized in a new way. The interval of imitation is the tritone, and the 2-beat delay in the imitation results in offsetting the time signatures such that two different meters occur simultaneously. Let's listen. We will label this section B. The second section here is also a canon at the tritone, but with only 1 beat of delay between the voices. We will label it B'. Now we have labeled all the sections, revealing a basic form of ABABA. Note that while it's tempting to think of A as a refrain and label this a 5-part rondo, remember that a 5-part rondo involves sections ordered ABACA, not ABABA. Now, this is a different way of thinking about the form in this piece. Take a moment to determine the collections used in each of the sections. Pause the video now. Alright, when we label the collections, we discover a suggestion of a different form as the octatonic collections are organized ABBA. The final section in E-flat Aeolian can then be seen as a coda constructed from one tetrachord belonging to each of the octatonic collections. The question of which formal label is most appropriate is up for debate, but do not forget to consider the importance of collection types when determining form. Thanks for watching.